Ciao a tutti, my name is Cacciacarro and I want to welcome you all to a taste of rosé del folklore. This is my little cooking show project that I started in 2020 when the world was in disarray. I was going through my closet and came across the Rosado Club cookbook and decided to cook my way through it. I've kind of been on a bit of a, I guess you could say, pause because I've been busy with my music school Studio Forte, and now since it's summertime, school's closed, we're returning back to this, so you're going to see a remake of Bella Cucina, as we call it. 5 years later, and I hope I'm a little better at this and a little more experienced. First step in your cooking journey is you need to get your hair out of the way. Because as someone who loves cooking and loves working in the kitchen, we don't want to be flossing our teeth while we're eating. Once your hair is up and out of the way, now we're ready to start. And today the recipe we're making is a traditional, I guess you could say family favorite that my Nonna would always make at any significant holidays. So it's a fresh fish salad. So what you'll need, lemons, because you'll be using the fresh lemon juice, celery, olive oil, an Italian staple, parsley, Italian parsley, green onions, salad shrimp, and then imitation crab. You can use all different types of fish, like octopus. My Nonna would throw an octopus and other things. The thing is not everyone in my family likes all of those different types of fish. So that's why I'm kind of keeping it simple and low-key. So the first step of this recipe is you'll want to prepare all your fresh ingredients. So you're gonna cut, I would say, personally, Nonna's recipes, you never use specific measurements. We do a lot of, you use your own judgment, as Nonna always says. I would say probably for this recipe, considering the amount of fish I have, maybe 1.5 green onions. Same with the lemons, 3 I'm probably gonna use. 1 stalk of celery, and then cut quite a bit of the parsley, because parsley will add a lot of freshness to the salad. And for those of you who are familiar with either if you are Italian or you are familiar with Italian cuisine, we're all about simplicity. As we're not all about all these fancy procedures to make food, it's like simple ingredients, simple fresh ingredients, and voila. And this is a tip. Amateur tip, to be able to get the most juice out of the lemons is before you squeeze them, you do this. So for those of you who've been wondering what I've been up to, because Bella Cucina has been put on a hold. So between 2020 and 2025, so 5 years later, 5 years older, 5 years later, I've been busy with my music school out in the Niagara region, and we've grown quite large at this point. And as all of you know, teachers who are watching, we get the summers off. So what does summer off and no going to Italy mean? Recreate your own Italian experience in Canada. Okay, so now we have our celery, green onions cut, lemons, lemon juice ready. I'm just gonna cut a bit of the parsley. So remember, parsley, you never typically cook with parsley. This is fresh, obviously, so we're not cooking this. But you garnish, or it's like an additional herb that you can add to just to give that little pop. And one of the most amazing things of using your own judgment when you're cooking is you get to be a little more creative. Because the thing is, as we all know, baking is very precise and then you have to follow the recipe to the T. With cooking, you don't necessarily have to, because I might like more parsley and you might not. Next step is now we're going to prepare our fish. So, like I said, I'm only using shrimp and imitation crab and imitation lobster. So I'm gonna rinse this before I put it into the bowl because this isn't fresh, this is frozen. I did defrost it in the fridge for 24 hours prior just to make sure that it's ready to go, which you should do. Next step is preparing your imitation crab and lobster. So I'm gonna cut these open. So what you're gonna do is cut these into small pieces. Like I said, it's all dependent on your judgment. Add as much and as little as you like. It's interesting, I find that every culture is centered around food, most cultures. Specifically the Italian culture, because I think of even when I go out with friends or we have a get together, it's like, who's bringing this, who's bringing that, as opposed to, let's just eat out all the time. It is always fun to prepare food. The art of preparation is probably the most exciting aspect of cooking. So now our fish is all prepared and ready to go. So what you're going to do is add in your celery, your green onions, and then lemon juice, olive oil, and then when it comes to the salt, that's one thing I didn't put out here, but as we all know, salt's a necessity. You put as much and as little as you like. So once all of your ingredients are in your bowl, you're going to mix everything together. You're going to need to refrigerate it for around 6 hours just so all the flavors can come together. You will need to also turn it every hour or so because all the liquid, as we know, will go to the bottom and we don't want that to happen. You'll want to cover it with some saran wrap, obviously, because you don't want everything in your fridge smelling like fish. The thing is with this recipe is that it's such a simple yet expensive tasting recipe that if you bring this to a family gathering, or they'll think that you bought it at some fancy restaurant, but it's literally so simple to prepare. Okay, so it's been 6 hours. I've been waiting patiently by the fridge, and this looks amazing. Wow. So now it's time for the taste test. As you can see, I'm sitting outside, so I'm sorry if there's background noise, because obviously all our neighbors are doing their yard work right now. And I'm in the midst of my, well, because I'm going to Italy, I bought some Italian plants. This is my little fig tree back here. He's very small. And then this other tree, I can't remember the name of it. It's the pink flowers that you see in the Amalfi Coast. Anyhow, let's get to business. So this looks amazing and smells amazing. Let's try. Fresh, lemony, crunchy because of the celery. Amazing. I can't wait to eat more of this later. Off camera. Like, comment, follow, subscribe if you want to see more videos. Drop me a comment. I would love to hear what you guys think of this video. And Bella Cucina's returned, so be ready for it. Salad gone. We're ready for the next episode. Until next time, buon appetito. 5 years later. That was bad. I can't even talk this morning. Can you do one more time? Whoa.